Hello, I'm Dr. Jeffrey Fidel. In this video, I'd like to once again go over why we, or why humanity, or why us, or why anything that we want to name ourselves, human beings, are not separate from our universe. Another way of saying not separate is non-duality. So this is yet another video on how we are the universe itself. And when we look at the universe, it's the universe itself looking at itself through us. And on this diagram, we have planet Earth with human beings on planet Earth. And of course, planet Earth is within the universe. So when we look out into outer space, we'd be seeing, of course, outer space and our moon and all the galaxies and stars. But if we're looking at it from a different vantage point, as we are in this diagram, then we're looking at Earth, our own planet, from the vantage point of the moon. But what's forming these forms that we see in front of us? The forms that are formed, including the Earth and the Moon and space and stars, is based upon our own sensory abilities. So if we had no vision sense, then we wouldn't form these entities, or our minds wouldn't form these entities. So what we're seeing, even when we look at this picture, is not anything more than what our senses allow us to see. So if we close our eyes, then we don't see this anymore. Our universe becomes more of an auditory entity or a tactile entity. But clearly we could see, even from a visual point, that humanity is on planet Earth, which is not separate from this universe, and never was and never will be. So what we're left with is this non-duality, that humanity, the Earth, all the stars, and everything within the universe are all composed of each other and woven into each other seamlessly. And this is non-duality. So then when we speak about how the observer, meaning us, and the observed, meaning the universe, are one, non-duality just simply points to that. And when are these things happening? Well, they're always happening in the present moment. So this is why the present moment is the very universe itself. Or the present moment is the very existence itself. Or the present moment is the very multiverses itself. It doesn't matter what the human mind wants to come up with labels, even for religious people. People can call the whole thing, or the whole universe that contains humanity, God. It doesn't matter what these things are named. But the entirety of all can have a name. Universe, multiverses, God, etc. But it's clear that humanity, the Earth, have to be a part of this universe. So even when we're looking out into space, that's one vantage point of looking at the universe. To look back from the moon to Earth, that's another vantage point, and clearly Earth is within the universe with all of humanity. So when we say that nothing is separate from the universe, that's what we mean, that everything is just a part of the universe itself. So in summary, non-duality is just this. It's the non-separation between all things that can never be conceptualized, because any word will be insufficient to tell us what it is. Universe, multiverse, God, any of these words are insufficient. What we're left with It's just this present moment. Again, we could just say that this present moment is the unfolding of the universe that nothing is separate from.